Welcome to Quays TV News. I'm Rachel Allison.
And I'm Oliver Yard. Here's what's ahead.
The mysterious debris floating in the Quays. How and why did Storm Ciara bring this?
And memories of one of Salford's iconic lads clubs, but probably not the one you're thinking of.
So, will you be doing anything for Valentine's Day? Get involved in the discussion by tweeting us at Quays News using the hashtag Quays News.
Good afternoon, it's 3 o'clock. Here's our top story.
There are currently more than 5,500 homeless people in Greater Manchester, but could the theatre play a part in solving the crisis?
Well, the Manchester's Homeless Partnership is embracing performance and wants to involve those who have struggled. It's creating a platform for storytelling, and our reporter, Jodie Smith, went to take a look.
In Greater Manchester alone, there are 5,564 homeless people, and 1 in 62 households are at risk of repossession or eviction. Nadia was once in this situation.
I've got lived experience with homelessness with my 3 children, so I wanted them to have a bigger picture of this is what it's really like, this is what really happens, and if they can't make change from that, then what can they make change from?
Knees, arms.
At this event, organisers are trying to use theatre to tackle the stigma around homelessness.
So the trying out here is key, the rehearsing for it to show us where something is missing. And what we've seen in this process is that rehearsal, right? First of all, the lived experience being portrayed in some way, not just in a written, note or a memo, but really kind of evoking some emotional response. And then the rehearsal for change shows us really the nuances of what's not working so that the whole community can think about what could work.
The organisers say that events like this one that are free and open help to get the conversation started.
Well, the event was tried to get more people being aware of the trouble people like myself have with bureaucracy regarding any sort of government agency. I didn't have anybody to turn to, and unless like I say, if I had not resolved the problem myself, I still don't know how it would have been resolved.
At the end, new policies and ideas are voted on. The event hopes to challenge the causes and the meaning of homelessness. Jodie Smith, Salford Now.
Now, Storm Ciara paid a visit to Salford over the weekend and left something rather unexpected in its wake. A floating mass of debris, twigs and rubbish has formed in the quays around Media City. But why here? Well, Catherine Monk is there now to give us all the details as well as what is being done to put things right.
Now that we have a break from Storm Ciara, we can see all the aftermath that has been left. Right behind me here, the river here in Media City is filled with woodland and residue of plastic and foam. This is because Salford has at least 5 rivers that connect to this one, and with the strong winds that the storm has brought, it has swiped all the rubbish here to the river, and it will continue like this with the next storms coming.
Now, the Chinese GP has been postponed. No, not your general practitioner, but the Formula 1 Grand Prix. The coronavirus has spiralled to multiple countries, and now the 4th championship event in Shanghai has been postponed.
Meanwhile, here in the UK, the coronavirus super spreader Steve Walsh has been discharged from hospital after being linked to 11 cases of the virus.
Transport services are back up and running in Piccadilly in Manchester city centre after 2 men were stabbed and taken to hospital with life-threatening injuries. The police have still made no arrests, but have released this update online and urge anyone with information to call 101, quoting the incident number 1199.
Police are seeking the public's help in tracing a wanted man from Salford. 43-year-old Wayne Hepburn was released from prison in October 2018. Anybody with information should contact Greater Manchester Police.
The fate of one of England's oldest lads clubs is to be decided by Salford City Council later this year. Adelphi Lads Club is over 100 years old, with generations of Salfordians making memories there.
The building has stood derelict since a fire in 2010 which destroyed memorabilia dating back 120 years. It is set to be demolished, but it is unclear as to what the City Council want to do with the site. David Poucher went down to investigate.
This is what remains of one of England's first ever lads' clubs. A carcass with busted windows, peppered with rubbish, and tattooed with graffiti beyond recognition. Established in 1888, it is set to be demolished later this year, but Darren remembers the good old days.
The whole point of the club was to give the lads something to do at night, rather than just roam around the streets causing crime. That's me and my brother with Mrs. Green, and for her services she actually got an MBE and you know, letter off the Queen, visited the Queen for all the hard work that she'd put in for the lads club.
Despite Salford City Council putting forward a revised planning policy recently, plans have been put forward to replace the site with 35 apartments. None of these apartments have been advertised as affordable.
Colin is right beside the Adelphi and has succeeded in stopping the demolishment twice before. He told me why he's opposed to the plan and why he plans to continue his fight.
Affordable is rather a bit of a loose term, and then to build more, and bearing in mind the area is being overdeveloped, there are properties that aren't even filled and not even finished yet. It's just like a building frenzy. It's just sad that they've decided to go with this cliche affordable housing because it's the in thing to say. Surprise me, do something environmental with it, make it into a little park.
The fate of the Adelphi will be decided later this year, and we're waiting for Salford City Council to reply. But one thing is for sure, the end of the Adelphi is certainly the end of an era.
Now, Storm Ciara literally blew us all away this week, but can we expect more sun, or will Storm Dennis be causing more of a menace? Ellie Double has the latest weather updates in Salford.
Now things are starting to looking up after all the destruction left by Storm Ciara in Salford, with the River Irwell breaking its banks. But don't be fooled by this slightly brighter weather, because Storm Dennis and Storm Ellen are both on their way, bringing thundery showers to Salford this weekend. So, if you're preparing for date night on Valentine's Day, watching the Red Devils play on Friday, or seeing Jimmy Carr in the Lowry on Sunday, make sure that you wrap up warm and you bring a brolly. Ellie Double with Quays News.
Well, whether you're celebrating Valentine's or Galentine's or even alone this Friday, I hope the weather gets a little better. Earlier and throughout the week, we asked what your Valentine's Day plans are. And we have a couple of the tweets here. So, Liv is going to go to a 5-course meal in Eden in Manchester after winning their Insta competition.
You lucky thing.
I know,
I'm
fully
jealous.
jealous. I am so jealous of that. Must be nice. Well, I'll be on my couch.
I don't know quite what I'll be up to, but hopefully some of you out there have something a bit more exciting planned. Well, like David.
Yeah, I'll report to David.
Hashtag Galentine's Day.
I want to know, is it rosé or the red, David?
Might even be something nice, little hula
Either
hooch.
way, enjoy. Who do we have next?
Oh, my boyfriend is taking me on a romantic date to get chicken nuggets. Sounds romantic to me.
At least you're being taken out, Corey.
That's all it would take to please me, so
Tell
who
me
am I
about
to
it.
complain?
Chicken nuggets and chocolate milkshake, and you got me. You won my heart.
Yeah, I'll have I might even push the boat. I'll get a fizzy drink. Think I'll be hanging out with friends to watch a chick flick. And who could blame you?
Yeah, watch Mean Girls. A bit of Mean Girls. I like a bit of Mean.
I could not name a single chick flick. You're putting me on the spot here.
Disappointed me, Ollie.
And I don't know what any of them are about.
Well, we can watch them on Friday.
Can we?
Yeah,
Can we get together? We'll get a big bucket of popcorn. Galentine's Day.
Exactly my
yeah,
thoughts at Galentine. Right, and Lucy, this Valentine's Day I will be heading down to the local supermarket and stocking up on chocolate. Or I will be going in the next day when lots of it will be discounted. One for the singles.
Go to the reduced section, maybe even go to the local 24-hour supermarket.
Yeah.
Go in directly after midnight strikes and then have an all-night chocolate fest.
You sound like you know what you're doing, Ollie.
I am speaking very much from experience.
Well,
I hope you all have a brilliant Valentine's Day. And for those that plan to stay at home on the couch, then make sure to catch Quays TV's Real Talk, the Valentine's edition, which will air this Friday, the 14th.
Yes, the panel will be talking all things love, relationships and cringe dates, so make sure you catch that. But that's all for now. In the meantime, you can keep up to date with all of our latest news on our Twitter, Facebook and Instagram pages at Quays TV.
Thank you for watching. Goodbye.
Bye.